What is happening here? I feel like you just get to the end of the night, you're like, let's just shake it. Long day. Long day. Okay. There's a lot here. All right, how is everybody? Girl, it's Tuesday and I'm tired. Let me put the heater on. Hold on. Okay, we got heat. Let's see, is anybody here? Oh, there they are. How is everybody? Girl, we made it. We made it to nighttime. All right, I don't know what's happening. Girl, in a car headed to Florida for a week. Oh. And just like, girl, I'm tired. I know I'm late. Time got away from me. I did start drinking bourbon, like maybe a little earlier. Warm and cozy at the cabin. Oh, Kim. How is there? It looks like we made it. Amy Love already in bed. Nicole doing yoga. Look at her doing good stuff for herself. While the rest of us are drinking. All right. Bring a jacket. It's cold down here in Florida. I think my hair's too long. Like here, I cut it this morning. Can you tell? You're like, yeah, because it looks real dumb. Do you ever just get to the point where you're like, I'm just going to cut my own hair? That's where I am as a person. Where is Pete Cote? He knows who he is. Just booked a massage for my birthday. Good for you. Hanging out at home after a week at my brother's. All right. This is like, nope, I've never been to that point. So it's Tuesday, October 28th. I don't know about anybody else, but I am already worried about Christmas. Don't even get me started. Don't get me started. Eileen, I got your text too. I have not gone to see my movie yet, my scary movie. Have a glass of wine after our HOA meeting. It was a doozy, girl. Watch out for an HOA. My son was, during shutdown, he made the back of his hair. I told him no. Girl, I know. Half my Christmas shopping done. See, all you crazies make the rest of us feel behind. Okay, did I tell you what I told Jacqueline? So I had sent an Amazon wish list to my kids. And I said, listen, there's a thing here. All you have to do is go on there and say, these are the things I want for Christmas. All right? Like, I'm tired of like guessing what a 25-year-old man wants for Christmas. Okay? So I made a Christmas list for them, sent the invitations to each of them. I go, this is your list, this is your list, fill it up. And then all I gotta do is go on the Amazon, buy this, buy this, buy this. I know, Kendra, please. Nothing. None of them did anything. And I said, okay. So I talked to Jacqueline the other day, and I said, Jacqueline, I noticed that you didn't put anything on your Christmas list. And she says, what do you mean? I said, I haven't seen anything on your Amazon Christmas list, so I just want you to know that if you don't put something on the Amazon Christmas list, I'm going to Macy's and I'm going to buy a whole bunch of blouses. And she was like, what? I said, I will go to Macy's. Now, I don't know if you know this age group, but the kids in their 20s, everything got to be vintage. I got to get something vintage. I'm not buying into the man. I want something to reuse, recycle, re-ugly. Like, she don't want nothing to do with a store. Nothing. So I said, I'm just letting you know. I will go to Macy's and I will buy all blouses. I will wrap them up in Macy's boxes and I will give them to you. It will be an all Macy's blouse Christmas. She was mortified. She was like, do not go to Macy's. I said, I will go to Macy's. Yeah, exactly. I'll buy whatever I want. I don't even wear blouses. But I will now. Feel caught. I'm kind of sucker for vintage. Got myself a 1940s. Yeah, no, listen, I love vintage. If I was shopping for myself. Did you ever try to buy vintage stuff for somebody else? I'm like, what other used shirt would this person like? You can't do it. But somebody's going to get a blouse. I'm going to just tell you, nobody wants a blouse for Christmas. I'm just saying. Like if there's somebody at like, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Lynn. If there's like somebody at work and you're doing like a Christmas exchange, you got somebody at work you don't like, buy them a blouse. What are you gonna do with a blouse? You just open it up, you'd be like, oh, you bought me, is this a blouse? Di would love a blouse. Mary Cote. Husband or Pete Cote. What does she consider vintage? Mom jeans from our generation are vintage to them. And she'll show me mom jeans from our generation from the 90s, and she'll hold them up like I've never seen them before. She's like, Mom, have you seen these? I think those are mine. Okay. Yeah, those are mine. Yeah. What are you talking about? Carly Top were late anyway, so you didn't miss much. Yeah. My 14-year-old granddaughter wants a shark something. Every year until she died, my mom bought my grandmom a blouse, usually blue. She loved them. Maybe it's blue blouse season. Remember, wait, when is gray sweatpants season? That's now, isn't it? Girl, don't tell Madeline about gray sweatpants season. Does she know? I don't know if everybody heard Madeline this morning. She would be all over gray sweatpants season. Don't tell her what it is. She's gonna go crazy. Does Di get to make a wish list too? No. No, we already thought about what we're gonna get Di. I know. I wish I'd saved some of the old Oxford cloth blouses from the 50s. Oh, listen, you got an old blouse, send it to me. She'll love it. I'll be like, it's a vintage blouse. And here's the thing. She's either going to be like, or she's going to be like, where did you get this? She would love eggplants. Trust me, that's basically what it is. My aunt bought me a white blouse every Christmas. I knew it every Christmas for school events. Did you know that tree skirts are in this year instead of ugly sweaters? Remember, I saw a picture of me. Do you remember when I wore a tree skirt last year for one of the Christmas shows? It actually was a great photo shoot. I looked amazing. I don't know what, let me look up. Oxford cloth shirt. Oxford cloth shirt. Oh. It's like a school shirt. Catholic school shirt. But you had to iron it. Okay. I still have my junior prom dress from 1974. And saddle shoes. Girl, she loves saddle shoes. All right, so I got some Halloween trivia because this is our last Halloween. This is our last Tipsy Tuesday before the holiday. Are you a model? Yes. For old ladies. So, there's that. All right, here we go. Hold on. Okay, here's one. A lot of these are like the regular, how many candy corn, blah, blah. Okay, here's one. You're not going to get, but I want to see if anybody gets it. Are you ready? Be spooky. You know, like a light under your chin. All right, pretend it's spooky and there's spooky music. Here's the first question. Why did women look in mirrors while walking downstairs at midnight on Halloween? What? What? Here we go. Why did women look in mirrors while walking downstairs at midnight on Halloween? Debbie said, looking for a ghost, looking for a vampire. No. To make sure no one was behind them, to check for ghosts, to see a future love. Okay, to see who's behind them. Yep, to catch a ghost. To see their future husband. It said to see their boyfriends. Oh, what? Let's see. Was that the only one that didn't seem like so? Okay. Okay, here's one. Are you ready? Get yourself into the Halloween. Ooh, make a spooky sound so you freak everybody out in your house. What famous magician died on Halloween? What famous magician? It is Houdini. Did you guys know? Is that the only, is either him or the guy, the other guy? There's not a lot of famous musicians, but it is Harry Houdini. All right, now, I'm going to ask this question. And I'm looking for the full name of this person because I had no idea that this was this person's first name. Are you ready? This is for history buffs. You might get the person, but I want to know if you know this person's first name. I've never known this until this very second. And I think it's cool. Are you ready? Here is the third question. Who was the first lady to decorate the White House for Halloween? Full name. Who was the first lady to decorate the White House for Halloween? I'm going to be impressed if anybody gets this. Dolly Madison, Eleanor Roosevelt, Marilyn Monroe, Abigail Adams, Jacqueline Kennedy, Abigail Adams. I'm impressed that you know full names. Mamie Eisenhower. I knew it was going to be Nancy Gerg. Did you know that Mrs. Eisenhower's name was Mamie? Cruella de Vil. So close. How am I this old and not know that Mrs. we had a first lady named Mamie? I think that's so awesome. You knew that? Mamie Eisenhower. I was alive. I had no idea Mrs. Eisenhower was Mamie. Good name. All right, here we go. Why do some people wear clothes inside out on Halloween? Why do some people wear clothes inside out on Halloween? Not Mimi, Mamie. Mamie. To deter spirits. No. because they're lazy. To ward off ghosts, no. They forgot to do their laundry, no. Huh. To keep them clean from chocolate, interesting. Because they're drunk. No time to do the laundry. Why do some people wear clothes inside out on Halloween? They were leaving their lover's house quickly. Okay, Lisa. Okay. Because they randomly got dressed in the dark. To get a snow day at school. Okay. To get a snow day the next day from school. Because they drank too much. To see witches. Eric got it. It said, the superstitions state that if you wear your clothes inside out and walk backwards on Halloween, you'll see a witch at midnight. Okay. 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 All right. This is getting better than I thought it would. Are you ready? There's going to be a lot of weird stuff happening in your neighborhood. Okay, here we go. I can't believe it's taken us all these years to get to this good list of questions. Get your apples ready. You're like, apples? Are you ready? Why do some women, now why are these all women? Why isn't any kooky men walking around doing some crazy shit? Why do some women throw apple peels behind them on Halloween? Who are these bitches? Who are these bees walking around? Mamie and her girlfriends. Why do some women throw apple peels behind them on Halloween? Because it was those women who were witches. And that's why we're all talking about it. So the ghosts chasing them slips. To find the initial of their future husband. Jeannie Jimenez got it. How do you know that? It says because they believe it would land in the shape of the first letter of their future husband's name. What? Jean, how you know this? What kind of witch are you? What's happening? I didn't know none of this. That's weird. That's weird. All right, here we go. In which state of the Union was the first citywide Halloween celebration in the United States? Where was the first citywide Halloween celebration in the United States? In which state? Interesting. Anoka, Minnesota. Are you guys Googling stuff? Massachusetts, no. It's Anoka. I feel like you guys are Googling stuff. All right, I don't know the answer to this, but maybe some people do. Who sang the original song, The Monster Mash? Come on, old people unite. People are like, old people? Yeah, you old. If you know the answer to this, I have no idea who this person is. Who sang the original Monster Mash? Who knows these? Oh, she said, I live near Anoka. I was going to say, there's no way you would know it. Barry somebody, no. Boris, no. Bobby Boris Pinkett. Mary Cote. Mary Cote. Mary Cote. She's going to lose her mind. Mary Cote. It is Bobby Pinkett. You know who said it first? Mary Cote. Don't call her Mary anymore. Mary Cote. You didn't see that coming. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. She didn't know it. She's like, oh, you did it to me now. Not another name change. Marae Cote. Yeah, well, you deserve it. Okay. What? Okay. All right. You're not going to get this one either. You ready? Marae, are you ready? Here we go. This feels like it's not even real. Are you ready? What was Count Dracula's original name in the Bram Stoker classic? Girl, you're not gonna get it. And if you get it, I know all you bitches are Googling. Penny wrote Bob. Henry. Vlad the Impaler. Why are you guys all saying Boris Karloff? Okay, she said Bob. Vlad the Impaler. Vlad the Impaler. You're all saying the same answer. I don't know where you guys got that from, but it's not right. Greystone. Barney Wilton. No. Mamie. The Impaler. No. That's it, Eric. Count Wamper. What? Count Wamper. That is not a good name for a count. Can you say, I will get you Count Wamper? No. No. It was Count Dracula's original name. Count Wamper. They were like, this story's not going to go anywhere. Dracula was based on the real life person, Vlad the Impaler. Got it. It's not Bob. Penny, I like your style. All right. Okay. I feel like I kind of knew this from a movie. What horror movie was the first American film ever to show a toilet on screen? What horror movie was the first American film ever to show a toilet on screen? The answer is not Shelby Oaks. It is. It's Psycho, Rix. It's Psycho, not The Shining. No, it was Psycho. Yeah, and if you watch the movie, what was the movie? I just watched it. It was like the behind the scenes. Oh, it was the story of Alfred Hitchcock. Did you guys watch that? It was really good. It was kind of about Alfred Hitchcock's life and his wife, which was super interesting, and the making of Psycho. Yeah, it was really good. All right, here's another question. In the American horror movie classic, Shelby Oaks, who played anchor number 4? That's so weird. That question is oddly specific about the anchor. You? What? I can't wait until that's in here, like in the horror movie class. Like anchor number 4. Why do we care who played anchor number 4? Okay. Here is a very good question. And I want to see who gets it. Are you ready? Because we all are familiar with fun size candy bars. Who don't love a good fun size? Here we go. What were the first ever, which brand of candy bars were the first ever fun size candy bars? There are 2. Let me see. You need to get both right to get the answer correct. What were the first 2 ever fun size candy bars? You need to get both. I need 2 answers. Don't give me 1. Okay. Hey, fatty. Okay. Milky Way and 3 Musketeers. Hershey. Musketeers and Snickers. Snickers and 3 Musketeers. Nestle Crunch. Milky Way and Snickers. Boom! It was Milky Way and Snickers. Anna Paglione. She's so good at all the games. Yeah, it's Milky Way and Snickers. I personally would have said a Butterfinger. Mm-hmm. All right. What? I'm not going to ask you this, but it says, what phobia do you suffer if you have an intense fear of Halloween? The answer, Samhainophobia. Samhainophobia. That is not something anyone else is ever going to tell you. All right. In what decade did trick-or-treating become popular in the United States? In what decade did trick-or-treating become popular in the United States? 1960s, 1940s, 50s. Jean says the 30s, the 50s, said Debbie, the 50s. Mitch says the 50s. 50s, 30s, 70s. Why not Halloweenophobia? I know. It just doesn't, it's not even remotely close. It was just like tequila phobia is the fear of Halloween. You're like, that's not even, that should be the feel of tequila. The answer is the 1930s. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Stink pants. Okay, are you ready, history buffs? What, I think this is such a funny question. What famous ghost, you're like, what's this famous ghost? Didn't know we rank them. What famous ghost, now think about all your ghosts and then think about the famous ones. I don't know what that means. What famous ghost is said to haunt the Tower of London? Casper! Shut up, you all said Casper. No, it's not Casper. Come on, put your serious faces on. Think famous ghosts. This is such a weird question. What famous ghost is said to haunt the Tower of London? Quasimodo, Bloody Mary, Bluebeard. None of these are right. But I don't know what a famous ghost. Henry VIII, you're getting close. The Headless Horseman, Jack the Ripper. Nope. Mary Queen of Scots. Nope. King Arthur. Nope. Nope. Canterfield. Anne Boleyn. Barb got it. Barb got it and Nancy got it. It's Anne Boleyn. Yeah, why the Tower of London? Okay. Here's another one. What is the fear of ghosts called? You'd think it'd be called ghostophobia. Nope. Phasmophobia. Okay, listen to me. Phobia people. When you pick in the names or something, just take the name and put the word phobia on the end of it. Why you gotta, I got phasmophobia. You mean ghostophobia? Why are you making stuff hard? But here's my hand. If I have handophobia, what do you go? I'm afraid of hands. Well, why you gotta? Yeah, claustrophobia. What are you afraid of? Claustros. Arachnophobia. Arachnids. That one makes sense. Ghostophobia. Phasmophobia. Come on. Get it together. All right, here we go. Are you ready? All right, this goes colonoscopophobia. It's close. All right, are you ready? I need you to think famous movie quotes. Here we go. What's this from? What classic horror movie features the line, "They're here"? What movie is that? They're here. Poltergeist. Creepy. Let me look up. Famous horror movie quotes. All right, here we go. Let's just do these for a second. I went to another. Ready? It's alive! It's alive! What's it from? I'll act them out. It's alive! It's alive! Frankenstein. All right, ready? Here's another one. All right, it's gonna be fun. This is the fast round. Are you ready? Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. I mean, even when you say it out of context. People type too fast here. Oh, I know. Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. Nightmare on Elm Street. Villain got it. All right? Okay, here's one. I don't know if you'll get it. Ready? All right. You have to really focus on this one. Are you ready? Sometimes dead is better. Now I can't sleep tonight. Sometimes dead is better. I'm going to read these to Jason tonight. Sometimes dead is better. This is a hard one. Is anybody going to get it? Dawn of the Dead? No. The Quiet Place? What horror movie? It is, Amy. It's Pet Sematary. You spelled it wrong, but I got it. All right, this is an easy one. This is for the people that are like, I can't play this game. Ready? I see dead people. Come on. Come on. Just write it. Because you didn't know any of the other answers. Just write this. If you know all of them already, just let the people who don't know, just let them. That's right. You got it. It's the Sixth Sense. See, you feel better. You participated. All right, here we go. I don't know this one. Here's one. Ready? The dead will walk the earth. I would not have gotten this. The dead will walk the earth. We're getting harder and harder. I'm making the hard ones. It is. It's the Dawn of the Dead. All right, here's an easy one. If you're good at this, just let some people play. Okay, let some people play. All right, this is for you. If you don't know any of the answers, a boy's best friend is his mother. Okay, sound effects. A boy's best friend is his mother. Psycho. All right, here's the last one. I'm gonna give props to who gets this. Are you ready? We have such sights to show you. We have such sights to show you. Even without a movie that's super creepy. We have such sights to show you. What horror movie? It's not Rocky Horror. It's not Nightmare on Elm Street. It's not Back to the Future. We have such sights to show you. It's not Beetlejuice. It's not The Shining. Corey, it's Hellraiser. Eric. Oh, see, all the dudes got it. I never saw it. I don't need to see it. No, thank you. No. All right, now I have another one, but I don't know the actual answer. So if you know the answer, I just know that when I saw this movie and I heard this line, I was like, I'm out. I'm out. Walkie-talkie said it earlier. I didn't see it. I was like, I don't need to play. I don't need to watch the rest of this movie, and I won't know if you're right. So you have to tell me. Here's the movie. I'm guessing, based on our old lady recollection. Are you ready? Do you know where your children are? What is that from? Let me Google it. Am I wrong? Oh. Is that not from a movie? It says it's from a PSA. I thought that was from a movie. Is it Children of the Corn? Is it? Rose. All right. The 10 o'clock news. Okay, maybe that's not. All right, here's another one. Here's another one. Am I wrong? Am I making this up? Here's another one. What is this from? A call is coming from inside the house. What is that from? And now I'm just, hold on. Call is coming. Oh. The Scream is when they made fun of it. That's a parody of this original one. Okay. Who knows the original? I saw what you did. No. All right, this is actually a lot harder than I thought. No, Scream is the parody of it. When a Stranger Calls. Belinda got it. So it was originally released in 1979 and then remade in 2006. Girl! When a Stranger Calls. Girl. All right, here we go. All right, last few questions. Here we go. What ghost is said to haunt the White House? I'm getting frustrated with all these fast typers. Kevin, you got to get on it. What ghost is said to haunt the White House? Is it Mamie? It's not. It's not George Washington. C. Fox. It's Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. So interesting. There's so many creepy things. Who's gonna go bang on Chikendra's windows tonight? She's like, girl, why you gotta say that? Why would you even put that into the universe? Why would you even say stuff like that? Just for fun. Anyway, so listen. She's like, look at my face. Monica Lewinsky. All right, listen. So listen, listen, you got a little creeped out before bedtime on a Tuesday. Did I read Edgar Allan Poe? I think last year we did. Maybe I'll do it next week just for fun because it's October. Nope, next week's November. Whatever. Listen, it's Tuesday. You're fine. Okay. Everything's fine. So it's a whole thing. All right, well, listen, it's Tuesday. You made it so far. So just celebrate that. And tomorrow's hump day, right? Okay. And I hit the floor, it jumped. Enough of the scary stuff. Comes like, this was fun. I know, sometimes we do fun stuff on the holidays. I'm gonna get nightmares tonight. Maybe I'll get Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving for the Thanksgiving celebration so nobody gets creeped out. Okay. All right, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Tomorrow we'll be up And be bopping. Very busy day. Tomorrow I'm gonna go see Jacqueline tomorrow in the city. I think on Wednesdays I'm gonna start heading to the city. Hanging out with Jacqueline Dean, do all the things. So that's it for tonight, everybody. Hopefully you had a nice relaxing night, laughed a little bit, and that's it. So have a great night, blessed night. Thanks to our moderators as always. And somebody go knock on Shakendra's door tonight. Okay, and say good night to Mare Kute. Okay, all right, I'll see you. Bye-bye.